Breaking news. Mazi Simon Ekpa has won all the southeastern senators or senators elected against playing ethnic card at the National Assembly or at this 10th National Assembly. So my wonderful people, I don't hear this breaking news. This one I will carry land this morning. All the way from Finland, I just the jollificate. They enter my country, I be my region, where be Biafra land. Before I cite this message, I said it is very, very important my people get to know what Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of Biafra in exile, what he says about the 10th National Assembly shenanigans that is happening in Nigeria. So my wonderful people, viewers and subscribers, I don't know how to greet on again, but whichever way it is, I beg, make on accept. I throw away my salute this Wednesday morning. Make on enjoy this one as we ride on, because we have no time to waste. Time is money. Time na money. Time na money. And I still remember this music now, Abi. Okay, if you never subscribe to my channel, this is the right time for you to do that. Turn on the notification button so that you will be notified each time I go live or post something new on this channel or any other channel related to Okute Daily Talk. Please, from now go on, I'll begin to mention the name of my fans. Those ones who love commenting. Even if they abuse me, I will call your name and appreciate you in any of my video, either today or tomorrow or before the weekend. But that's my promise. So please, if you are opening a YouTube, I encourage you, I urge you to use your real name, so that when I'll be appreciating you, you will know that you are the one that I'm appreciating. I'll be doing that any moment from now to be appreciating all those people. Whether subscribers, I cannot see you. Yes, I don't know who subscribe and I don't know where they subscribe from. But I'll be doing it based on your comments to appreciate you, and I will have giveaway either the end of this year or before this year runs down for consistent commenting on any of my videos. So that's what it take be. So look at another headline here. We don't want compensation, apology, but referendum. Simon Ekpa tells King Charles, who is just newly coronated into the realms of the kingship. So this one is coming from the Biafran Prime Minister in exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa. That is his message to the newly elected or coronated King of UK. The officer where Seun slap, according to the police, they say the man now is in a coma. But the question is, I beg, where should be the name of the hospital, and what is the name of the doctors attending to him? We want to know. Nobody supported Seun slapping a police officer, brutalizing or insulting or assaulting him. But whichever way it is, a lot of people have died in the hands of policemen. A pregnant woman has been shot. Till today, nobody has about that case. A lawyer for that matter. The Nigerian Bar Association, all of them went mute simply because it got to do with the police force. Now, a civilian assaulted police officer. They take him down and said he is in coma. Which coma? Which coma? Is that how easily people lie? Now, anyway, I don't want to comment too much because this is not my matter. But the truth need to be told. Make gonna do what? Make gonna one on herself. Make gonna go put on herself for chair. Guinness World Records releases official statements as it gives update on Hilda Bachi's marathon cooking. Okay, now it is time for them to comment. We will come back to know exactly what they said about Hilda Cookington. I be marathon cook. No language wey person no go here for this our media work. Anyway, my dear people, I beg make it tighten your seatbelt because we are about to take off now. We want to hit the ground running. No time to tell time. That is my my motto. As the intrigues of the 10th National Assembly leadership continue to mount, popular Biafran agitator and separatist Mazi Simon Ekpa has warned returning and senators elect against fanning the embers of ethnicity. Ekpa, the Finland-based lawyer and self-styled Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile, in a statement on Tuesday disclosed, he said, we want to warn the Southeast senators led by their spokesperson, Honorable Senator Ifeanyi Uba, to desist from sowing the seeds of cards of ethnicity in the eastern region because we are one people. We are Biafrans. There will be no restiveness if your caucus does not win the Senate presidency, because we will never fight for your self-ambitions, according to Mazi Simon Ekpa. We want to alert our people of the so-called Southeast Senators caucus ploy to create a chasmic ethnic disunity in Biafra land in the guise of fighting for the Senate presidency. These dishonorable senators refused to support the Biafran craving to exit Nigeria. Also, they said that they wanted the president of one Nigeria to be of Igbo extraction. However, when the time came for them to put actions to their words, their selfishness and greed robbed them of securing the ticket of any of the two major political parties. When one of them, Peter Obi, was running around for their support and mobilization, these same politicians who claim they are one Nigeria refuse to support their own. That is why the Hausas, the Fulanis, the Arewas, they know how to play these games more than our people. Our people are easily to entice with the money. Ndị Igbo furu ego n'anya karịa ndụ. This adage has been there for a very long time, and it is true. It is the gospel truth that people who supposed to support Peter Obi, they turn their back on him. Now it is time for Senate presidency. They want the whole Southeast to come together to choose a Southeastern Senate president. On a say, on a head, have some score inside, because you people are not working truly as a team to get something from the federal level. Not at all. Not at all. It is rather unfortunate that while other Nigerians who believe in one Nigeria like them are pushing for the court to grant justice to Peter Obi, these senators have already endorsed the rigged election selection, in quote, endorsed the Muslim presidency, and endorsed the pronouncement of Bola Tinubu as president-elect, leaving their own out there to fight for himself, whereby when that's it tomorrow, all of them then will come back to stay and say, oh, we need you, do like this, like that. And that's exactly the point why Goodluck Jonathan have not worked anything in the Southeast, because almost all the whole Southeasterners turned against him. Even most our prominent keep calling him bad luck. But when Goodluck left, we miss him like we missed like women miss their period. Yes. Now nobody is even supporting Peter Obi at the tribunal. No any single Igbo man have come out and said, yes, Peter Obi is right for fighting for his mandate. None. But when he won this now, all these Hausas, Middle Belts, and the rest of them that stand for him, when he start working for them, they will say, oh, nobody Korea, nobody buy him, and nobody instigated him. But our people learn to fight for themselves. The fighting is for your own, but the success is for everybody. It is not going to work that way. Senator Ojus Okalo said Obi should withdraw his case, yes, challenging Tinubu's victory from the court, so that he Oji will become an Igbo Senate president. You see, I'm reliably informed that this same Senator Ojus Okalo is the brain behind this shameless outing by the senators of the Southeast caucus of self-centered and greedy politicians. If Senator Godswill Akpabio is a favorite of the 10th Assembly of the National National Assembly to become the Senate President, so be it. We are not interested in Nigerian politics of who become what. However, we shall not let you divide us further for your selfish ambitions inside one Nigeria. We are Biafrans, committed and determined to exit Nigeria this year. We declare, given the above, that come May 29, 2023, all these so-called shenanigans in power, the VIPs, senators of Igbo extraction, should stop parading themselves as representatives of the people from Biafra land, as a vote of no confidence will be passed on to them by Biafra Republic government in exile. And Biafrans will deal with them decisively. They do not represent our people's interests, but are in office for themselves, by themselves, through the ignorant trust of the peoples instated. In another development, Ekpa has been honored with the title Agune Chamber 1 by Biafra monarchs under the Aegis Custodian of Culture and Tradition. We, the Custodian of Culture and Tradition, Biafra monarchs, crowned you today as the Agune Chamber 1 of Biafra land. It is also our congratulatory message on your election as the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic government in exile. The above is a message I received from the CCT Biafra monarchs with a video of the coronation of Ekpa Njoko as Agune Chamber 1 of Biafra land. It is therefore the official my appreciation to CCT, Custodian of Culture and Tradition, and Biafra monarchs. He posted on his Twitter handle on Monday. I beg, where is the video of the coronation? And where did you travel for the coronation? Are they doing coronation now on the air, giving you title of Agune Chamber far, even where you are far from home? Yeah. Igbo tradition have been said. Igbo tradition penny half. Che, I wait for this country. We don't want compensation or apology, but referendum. Simon Ekpa tells King Charles. Simon Ekpa, a pro-Biafra agitator and separatist, has told the United Kingdom's monarchy under the leadership of King Charles III that the indigenous people of Biafra should be given a referendum. In a statement on Friday by the Finland-based lawyer and self-styled Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile, disclosed that the Igbos do not want an apology nor compensation but freedom to exit Nigeria. According to him, the bond binding the parts of Nigeria expired 100 years after the 1914 amalgamation by Frederick Lord Lugard. It appeared that the UK monarchy should honor the demand of Igbos to have Biafra. See the full statement. Indigenous people of Biafra, parts of the world whom the British Crown colonized, exploited, enslaved, killed, and stole their resources to develop the British Empire, have been writing to you justifiably seeking monetary compensation and or apology. On the contrary, we the indigenous people of Biafra are neither seeking monetary compensation nor an apology from your empire. Rather, we ask that you use your exalted office to support the peaceful exit of Biafra from Nigeria and restore the sovereign state of Biafra. We wish to remind you that Frederick Lugard's amalgamation of the southern and the northern protectorate of present-day Nigeria was established in 1914 to the last only 100 years. 100 years have expired. Moreover, the amalgamation agreement, which made Nigeria one country, was in the sole interest of the British Crown. The amalgamation agreement of 1914 stated that after 100 years, any tribe, group, or region that does not want to continue in the union will be free to exit the union called Nigeria. The year 2023 makes that agreement 109 years. Therefore, in fact, and by implication, the agreement has expired. The amalgamation agreement is binding and should. Okay, Nigeria should and must renegotiated. Freedom must be granted to all groups that wish to exit the Nigerian Union, especially the Biafran people. Apply your good judgment and exalted office to review the amalgamation agreement and support of the demand for Biafra exit from Nigeria. Nigeria is made up of several nations, states, several nation states, distant and parallel with dangerous diversity. There's no commonality between the people of the southern and the northern protectorates. Hence, the amalgamation was very selfishly and wickedly conceived and implemented without due consideration given to the distant cultures of each group. This explains why it was hurriedly signed into law without consulting the indigenous people of the Biafra land. Since the British imposed amalgamations, there has been a constant rift between the tribes. Each tribe is suspicious of the others, and each fighting to dominate the others. There is no unity among the different groups who were forced into this unholy union. Nigeria has not progressed because the relationship between the tribes have remained cantankerous and pugnacious. The amalgamation of Nigeria was more of a business venture for Britain without regard for the people. However, the good news is that the amalgamation agreements have expired long ago. We wish to remind you that Biafrans occupied the territories of old eastern region of Nigeria and are estimated at over 75 million people, some living in Nigeria and others dispersed worldwide. Biafra existed as an independent nation from 1966 to 1970, when Nigeria, Britain, and their allies fought Biafra and annexed Biafra into Nigeria in 1970. As you know, Biafra land is very richly blessed with human and mineral resources. 95% of the oil and other mineral resources that fuel Nigeria's economy come from Biafra land. Yet, we continue to suffer extreme inequity. We are not interested in oil, but we are more concerned about the repeat of Afghanistan in Nigeria, as every indication is that the Islamization of Nigeria is now in the compilation stage. This could lead to a very bloody war if nothing is done to solve the problem, according to Simon Ekpa. The indigenous people of Biafra insist that because of the gross injustice, human rights abuses, tribal supremacy, fanaticism, ethnocentrism, and class bigotry, we are determined to exit Nigeria by fire by force. The indigenous people of Biafra are demanding from the Nigerian government, in which Britain has excellent influence, a referendum in the exercise of our right to self-determination as prescribed by the international law. We want to exit from Nigeria and restore the sovereign state of Biafra through a peaceful means. Biafrans have been killed willfully and with reckless abandon in Nigeria for decades. Continue to stay in Nigeria is an essential threat to Biafran lives. In 2016, more than 160,000 Biafran youths were shot down in cold blood at Ngwa High School, Aba. The army declared Operation Python Dance 1 and 2, in which they stormed the home of Mazi Simon Ekpa Don, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, killing over 50 Biafran youths. Mazi Simon Ekpa Don escaped assassination by the Whiskers. The army went to Uzo in Enugu State and massacred over 100 Biafran youths. They did the same at Amufu, Izombe, and Aguleri. Just after the general election in Nigeria, about 40 people were shot in cold blood in Abia State, when some unarmed youths marched to the street to demand the release of Mazi Simon Ekpa Don, who was extraordinarily renditioned to Nigeria and still being held captive by the Nigerian government even after the court discharged him of any wrongdoing. The soldiers also wounded hundreds of other innocent people on the 1st of January 2023. The military-led siege on the town of Ihube, Okiwo in Imo State, burned the town down after the presidential election in March of 2023. The military and the political talks burned out the businesses of Nigerians in Lagos, Maiduguri, Abuja, Kaduna, and also Kano State. To ease off these hostilities before it generates into another full-blown war, we call on Your Majesty, King Charles of Great Britain, to revisit the amalgamation agreement and the first is cessation. Encourage the renegotiation of Nigeria and grant all indigenous people who wish to exit Nigeria have the freedom to exit peacefully. Although we demand a referendum and a peaceful exit from Nigeria, we the Biafran people, through the Biafran Republic government in exile, stand in solidarity with others who demand an apology from you. We ask that you stand on the right side of history and correct the wrongs of the past. And this is where on the message. This one is a very simple message that has been passed to the general public. Officer who slapped who was slapped by Senkuchi now in coma, police claims. Nigerian Police Force Lagos Command alleged on Tuesday that its personnel slapped during the weekend by popular Afrobeat singer Senkuchi has been in coma after writing his report on the incident. Nigeria News report that the son of the late legendary musician Fela Anikulapo Kuti made news headlines during the weekend after a video of him assaulting an officer of the police force surfaced on the internet. The Inspector General of Police, IGP Osman Alkali Baba, immediately issued an order for his arrest. Subsequently, Shehu was arraigned before Magistrate Adeola Ola Tumbuson of a magistrate court sitting in Yaba, Lagos State on Tuesday morning. His offences is contrary to Section 356 of the Nigerian Criminal Code Act. The police prosecutor, S.A. Adebisi, prayed that the court to remand the defendant for 21 days, pending legal advice from the Directorate on Public Prosecutions. Prosecutors of the police force, according to the 2023 presidential candidate of the African Action Congress, are asking for an ex parte order to detain Senkuchi for 21 days just to obtain his statement. He said via his Twitter page also on Tuesday that the prosecutor also claimed the officer involved in the altercation is now in coma after he left Senkuchi's house and finished writing his report. There is institutional and historical grudge to be settled with the Kuchis. They are not seeking justice, just want to exact revenge, Sowore claimed. Nigeria report that the lawyer to Kuti pleaded the court earlier not to remand his client, stating that he was not aware of the remand application. However, after listening to all parties during the court season today, the Yaba Magistrate Court judge ordered the remand of the Afrobeat singer at the State Criminal Investigation Department, Panchi, Lagos, for 48 good hours. Guinness World Record releases official statement as it gives update on Haid Abachi's marathon cooking. So let us see what they got to say. The Guinness World Records are giving an update by releasing a statement on the marathon cooking embarked upon by Nigeria chef Haid Abachi. Nigeria recalled that Bachi on Monday defied all odds to beat the 87 hours 45 minutes and 00 seconds time by an Indian chef, Lata Tondon, in 2019 for the longest cooking time by an individual. The Nigerian chef not only broke the record but took it up to 100 hours, whipping up to 55 recipes and more than 100 meals. With expectations high for the record to be officially confirmed, the Guinness World Record on Monday said it looked forward to reviewing the evidence from Bachi's cooking marathon and be able to officially verify her records very soon. The statement released on their official website, social media pages read, she is hoping to snap up the record title for the longest cooking marathon individual, which currently belongs to Lata Tondon, India, with a time of 7 hours and 45 minutes. Hida began cooking on Thursday and continued through to Monday, reportedly wiping up 55 recipes and more than 100 meals in a whopping 100 our stint. Officials on our record team look forward to reviewing the evidence and hope to be able to verify Hader's efforts as a new record very soon. So my wonderful people, now here we go take back our kaya. We have done well for today. We have done well for this morning. We still have a long way to go. I still have a lot more news to bring to my fans in today's business. So anywhere we are, please accept my salute. I don't know where my salute. Keep on subscribing, sharing, liking, and also commenting, because without you there will be no me, and without me there will be nothing like Okute Daily Talk News to you. So have a nice day as we all embark on today's activities of this day. Do all you can to make sure that you get to where you are going on time and in your businesses. Have a nice day, my people. May the Almighty God bless us all, the Father, the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. I am signing out. Bye for now. Kemesiano.